Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into a really fascinating topic today. Ma Bhadrakali, her mysterious temple, and a unique seven-day ritual.
Yeah, it's called the Kali Puja, and she transforms into 7 different mother goddesses, the Saptamatruka Besha, during it.
It's all centered around a Havan for world peace.
It's a powerful statement. This isn't just a local festival. It really speaks to the interconnectedness of everything and the potential for positive change, like on a global scale.
So before we get to the ritual itself, can you kind of paint us a picture of Ma Bhadrakali? For our listener, what does she look like?
So imagine a four-armed goddess
Okay,
seated on a lion in a lotus posture, very serene.
okay.
This is Ma Bhadrakali. She is powerful and compassionate. In her upper hands, she holds a sword and a skull.
Those sound powerful.
Yeah, they symbolize her power to vanquish negativity. But then in her lower hands, you see a rosary.
For spiritual practice.
Exactly. And surprisingly, baby Krishna.
Baby Krishna. That doesn't seem like something you'd typically see with Kali, with her being such a fierce goddess.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes this deity so unique. You see, this is the only Shakti Pitha. Think of it like a divine power center, a sacred pilgrimage site,
Oh, okay.
where you'll find Kali with baby Krishna.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it speaks to her dual nature, encompassing both power and nurturing energy.
Like the full spectrum of the feminine divine.
Exactly, yeah.
And where is this unique temple located?
The temple is in Bhadrak,
Okay.
a town in Odisha, India.
Okay.
And, the town's name might actually come from the goddess herself,
Really?
highlighting her significance in the region.
Wow, so the town could be named after this powerful goddess.
Yeah.
What's the history behind this temple? How did it come to be?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting. There are multiple origin stories surrounding the temple. Adds a layer of mystery.
I like a good mystery.
One story claims that the original temple was at a place called Bhuiyan Mahal, but it was destroyed by invaders.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The deity was then miraculously moved to Aharapada following divine instruction.
Oh, wow, like a spiritual relocation.
Exactly, yeah. Guided by a higher power. But there's another story.
There's another one.
Yeah, the other story says that the deity originated in the Megason Mountains, traveled down the Salandi River with a sage, and eventually settled at the current temple location.
Wow, so we have two very different stories,
Yeah.
both rooted in powerful imagery. Is there any historical evidence that might point us toward the true origins?
There is. A 3rd-century inscription was found at the temple site,
Okay.
which predates the Gupta dynasty that's often associated with the deity.
So that suggests that the temple's history might even be older and more complex.
Exactly.
It's like a puzzle.
It is.
And speaking of history, let's talk about those rituals you mentioned earlier. The Kali Puja and the Havan for world peace.
Right. This 7-day ritual is kind of the heart of our deep dive today. It's a really unique spectacle showcasing the transformative power of Ma Bhadrakali.
Okay, I'm already hooked. Can you explain to our listener what the ritual is about?
The Kali Puja is a celebration of the goddess in all her forms,
Okay.
culminating in the Saptamatruka Besha, where she takes on the appearance of 7 different mother goddesses.
Over 7 days.
Over 7 days, yeah. It's a visual feast. Each transformation has distinct attire, jewelry, and even, a change in her complexion.
Oh, wow. So it's not just a spiritual practice. It's like a performance.
Yeah, it's very dramatic, a performance of divine transformation.
And it's all connected to Havan for world peace.
It is. Remember the Bhagavad Gita?
Uh,
It says that yajna, or sacrificial ritual, is crucial for the well-being of the world.
right.
And this Havan is seen as a way to bring balance and peace to the planet.
So it's about more than just honoring the goddess.
Mhm.
It's about harnessing spiritual energy for the greater good.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about what actually happens during these 7 days?
So imagine this, a massive fire ceremony called the Shatachandi Mahayajana, where offerings are made into a sacred fire. There's chanting of ancient mantras, devotional songs filling the air, and spiritual discourses offering wisdom and guidance.
Wow. It sounds vibrant and really moving.
Yeah.
And at the heart of this is the Saptamatruka Besha,
Yes.
the 7 transformations.
Yeah.
What makes it so special?
So the Saptamatruka Besha is more than just a visual spectacle. It's a powerful symbolic representation of the multifaceted nature of the divine feminine.
Okay.
Each day, Ma Bhadrakali embodies a different mother goddess, each with her own unique attributes and energy. It's like witnessing 7 different facets of the divine,
Oh, wow.
each offering a unique lesson and a blessing.
I'm so curious about these transformations. Can you take us through the different bishis? Like, what would we see during these 7 days? What's the first transformation like?
So on the first day, you would witness the Vedamata Besha.
Vedamata Besha, okay.
Yeah. Imagine Ma Bhadrakali, adorned in yellow,
Okay.
the color of knowledge and enlightenment.
Okay.
Her vehicle is a swan.
A swan.
Yeah. It symbolizes purity and grace. In her hands, she holds a rosary and a conch.
The conch is that ancient symbol often used in rituals, right?
Yes.
So she's embodying the pursuit of knowledge and spiritual understanding.
Exactly, yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful start to the celebration.
What happens on the second day?
On the second day, you'd see a stark contrast, the Mahakali Besha. Now remember, Kali is the fierce destroyer of evil and ignorance. So picture this. She's dark as night, hair flowing wildly, a sword and trident in her hands.
Wow.
Ready to fight anything negative.
So we go from serenity to this fierce power. What does it represent?
The Mahakali Besha reminds us that confronting our shadow selves is essential for growth and liberation.
Our fears and limitations.
Exactly, yeah. It's about acknowledging the darkness within and transforming it into a source of strength.
So each transformation is about embodying different aspects of ourselves and our potential. What a powerful message.
Yeah.
What about the other Bishars? I really want to hear what other transformations happen during this incredible ritual.
So on the third day,
Okay.
we move into the Rajarajeshwari Besha.
Rajarajeswara.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, Ma Bhadrakali embodies power and authority. You'd see her adorned with gold and silver,
Wow.
riding both a lion and an elephant, symbols of strength and regality.
Both.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a powerful reminder that we all have the potential for leadership and greatness.
It's like she's encouraging us to step into our power,
Yeah.
embrace our potential. What an inspiring image. What comes next?
The fourth day brings the Simhavahini Besha,
Simhavahini. Okay.
where she's once again on her lion, but this time radiating a fierce protective energy. Picture her armed with a sword, trident, conch, and chakra.
A whole arsenal.
Yeah, a whole arsenal of divine weaponry. It's a reminder of her role as a protector, a guardian.
Shielding us from harm.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing how each transformation reveals a different facet of her power and compassion. It's like she's showing us all the ways that the divine can work in our lives.
Yeah.
What happens on the fifth day?
On the fifth day, you would witness the Jagadhatri Besha,
Okay.
a transformation that emphasizes nurturing and fulfillment.
Nurturing and fulfillment.
Yeah, she rides a tiger.
Another powerful creature.
Yes. But her dark complexion and the weapons she holds, a sword, mace, conch, and chakra, symbolize her role as a protector and provider for the world.
It's beautiful how she embodies both the strength to protect and the compassion to nurture.
Yeah.
This transformation speaks to that balance we all strive for
Right.
between power and compassion, action and reflection. What about the sixth day?
On the sixth day, we transition back towards knowledge and wisdom with the Mahasaraswati Besha.
Mahasaraswati. Okay.
Imagine Mahadrakali, radiant white complexion, pure white attire, gracefully riding a swan.
Beautiful.
Yeah. In her hands, she holds a veena.
That's a traditional Indian instrument.
Yeah, along with a rosary and a book.
So she's the goddess of learning and creativity and wisdom.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating how each bishop builds on the previous one.
Uh-huh.
We move from knowledge to confrontation to power to protection to nurturing, and now back to wisdom. It's like a spiral, always evolving and expanding. What awaits us on the final day of this celebration?
On the seventh and final day, we reach the Mahalakshmi Besha.
Mahalakshmi.
Here, Ma Bhadrakali embodies prosperity, wealth, and abundance. Picture her with a golden complexion, adorned in rich yellow attire.
Okay.
And she's riding both an elephant and an owl.
Okay.
The elephant represents strength and good fortune, while the owl symbolizes wisdom and insight. In her hands, she holds a conch, chakra, mace, and a lotus, all symbols of prosperity.
It seems like the perfect end to this 7-day celebration. We've journeyed through all these different aspects of the divine feminine,
Yeah.
and now we end with a celebration of abundance and blessings. I bet the energy during this final Bija is incredibly powerful and uplifting.
It truly is. You can feel the collective energy of devotion and gratitude and a sense of hope and possibility.
Hmm.
Remember, this whole ritual is centered around a heaven for world peace.
Yeah.
So as we witness this final transformation, it's a powerful reminder that peace and prosperity are not just individual aspirations,
Right.
they're collective goals, and we can all contribute.
And it's not just material wealth, right?
No.
It's about an abundance of love, compassion, wisdom, and all those qualities we see in these transformations.
Exactly. It's about recognizing the abundance that already exists within us and cultivating a mindset of gratitude and generosity.
This whole ritual is such a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. We see it in the transformations of Ma Bhadrakali, in the connection between individual growth and collective well-being, and in that aspiration for world peace.
It really is a beautiful tapestry of symbolism and spiritual practice all woven together, to create a truly transformative experience.
You've been describing all these transformations. What has stood out to you the most? What's captured your imagination?
For me, it's how those transformations reflect different facets of life,
Yeah,
both internal and external. You see the pursuit of knowledge,
right.
the confrontation with our shadow selves, the embrace of power and authority, and then ultimately the blossoming of nurturing energy and abundance.
Yeah,
It's like a beautiful reminder that life is a journey of constant transformation and growth.
absolutely. It's like Ma Bhadrakali is guiding us through this cycle of self-discovery
Yeah.
and empowerment.
Yeah.
And it's all happening within this ritual for world peace. It's a powerful statement.
It's fascinating to think about how these rituals have been passed down,
Yeah,
for generations, keeping those ancient traditions alive and vibrant.
yeah.
They offer a glimpse into this rich tapestry of Hindu mythology and spirituality.
Yeah, and even for those of us who aren't, familiar with Hindu traditions, it really opens up a whole new world, symbolism, spiritual practice.
Yeah, and you know what I find particularly meaningful?
What's that?
The emphasis on world peace.
Yeah.
In a time when there's so much conflict and division, it's inspiring to see a ritual that focuses on bringing harmony.
Right?
It's a reminder that we're all connected, and our actions have ripple effects.
That's such a powerful message. It's easy to get, overwhelmed by all the negativity in the world, but this ritual reminds us that we can choose to contribute to peace.
Exactly, yeah. And the fact that it's centered around a goddess who embodies both fierce power, and compassionate nurturing
Hmm.
makes it even more powerful. It's not about ignoring or suppressing those difficult emotions,
Yeah.
but rather transforming them into something positive and life-affirming.
Yeah, it's a beautiful reminder that we have the power to choose how we respond to challenges,
Mm.
and that even in, the darkest of times, there's always that hope for transformation and healing.
Yeah.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, I have to ask,
Whew.
if you could witness one of these bishazas in person, which would you choose and why?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
They're all so visually stunning
Yeah.
and symbolically rich.
Right.
But if I had to choose, I'd be drawn to the Kali Besha.
Okay.
There's something so raw and powerful about her energy, the way she confronts negativity head on.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that we all have that inner strength,
Yeah.
that ability to face our fears and overcome obstacles. Plus, that visual contrast, between her dark complexion and the vibrant colors of her attire, it must be breathtaking.
I can definitely see why you'd be drawn to that energy of transformation and overcoming obstacles. For me, I think I'd be captivated by the Mahasaraswati Besha.
Oh, yeah.
The idea of a goddess who embodies wisdom, learning, and creativity. That really resonates with me. And the image of her riding a swan, surrounded by all those symbols of knowledge, just, it feels so serene and inspiring.
Yeah, each Besha really does offer a unique perspective and a powerful message. And what's wonderful about this deep dive is that it's just a starting point. It's sparked our curiosity, and hopefully it's done the same for our listener. There's just so much more to explore, within the world of Hindu mythology and ritual.
Exactly. This deep dive has been an incredible journey through, symbolism, spiritual practice, and the transformative power of the divine feminine. But it really is just a glimpse into a very rich and complex tradition. We encourage you, our listener, to continue exploring, keep learning, and maybe one day you'll have the opportunity to witness these incredible transformations firsthand. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Ma Bhadrakali and the Saptamatruka Besha.